Hey everybody, last one of 2024. Let's recap things before I actually get into the meat and potatoes of the video. Last couple of weeks, I'm just going to jumble them up into one because of many reasons. I just didn't post a video last week, so anyway, here we go. Did my last few sets, kind of tapered off volume and everything, getting ready for 1 rep maxes. Went okay, not brilliant. In a new gym, as you'll see. But yeah, thought that went okay. And then I had a long run workout, which was 24k. That went pretty well, hit my paces and everything. But just towards the end of the run, I kind of murdered my quad. My quad was in bits after that run, so that kind of hurt for a few days. And that was leading into actually doing my 1 rep maxes. So it didn't fill me with, positivity, I guess, because I couldn't really walk around, do much running. I tried to run a couple of times and it was just a soup sandwich, it was quite painful and didn't make me feel too great. Anyway, so kind of rested that up, and then had my 1 rep max day on the 23rd of December, where, things again didn't go to plan, didn't go how I wanted them to. Hit a 195 squat, which I was working up to, so pretty proud with my squat. Everything was going good. Went on to the bench, and you'll see that rep later in the video as well. Hit 110 flew up. Definitely probably had 125 in the day, but what happened was I went down for the rep, and this rack that I'm in this new gym here is like a proper powerlifting rack, which is nice, but it's quite wide, so the plates are pretty close to the rack. I went down, paused on my chest, pressed it halfway up, and then hit the rack on my left side. So yeah, that kind of fucked it. Turned it into a grinder. Failed that rep of 125, and I was like, okay, I'll go for it again. Gave 125 another whirl, and then by then my CNS was kind of shot. So ended up only getting 110 as a max, I guess, but definitely had 125 in me if I just didn't hit that rack. And by then that kind of ruined the whole day for me, because then I went into deadlifts and my CNS was kind of shot after bench, so just couldn't lift what I wanted to that day, I guess. So disappointing. Anyway, that was the last 2 weeks of gym training and injuries, I guess. And then I had a bit of time off for Christmas. Anyway, after those maxes and that kind of injury, moving into Christmas especially, just kind of felt a bit dejected, kind of fed up with training. After training so hard, running and lifting, to not getting, the results I wanted. Just wasn't very happy with it. So I kind of took a step back for 3-4 days, kind of didn't really worry about anything, had some nice family time, and just kind of completely, backed off, let off steam, and managed to gain quite a few kilos over about, a 4-day period. So that happened, and that didn't leave me feeling too good either. But all of this has kind of taught me some things about the way I'm going to go about 2025 now, and the way I'm going to move my training forward, I guess. Pretty much since I've lost a bunch of weight last year, I've kind of had some struggles with food, I guess, which is pretty hard to talk about. But yeah, just trying to manage my weight, manage what I'm eating, trying to eat well, trying to eat to perform well has been like a real task. And the last few months I've been trying to bulk back up, just very slowly, and it's not really worked too well. It's kind of left me, I don't know, a bit unsatisfied with the way I'm training, and then also it's kind of left me, every now and then I'll just go, just go massively into eating a bunch of food, or, the other way. It's been tricky just to manage it. So I'm going to try and reevaluate things going into the new year. I think what I'll go back to is trying to gain weight a bit quicker, and just eat more freely, I guess. Don't worry about it as much. Just as long as my performance is going up, then that'll do. Try not to put too much fat on, but if you're performing better and you're gaining a little bit of weight, then usually that means good things. And then as well, trying to manage that with running will be tricky. Anyway, lots of things I've been thinking about, but that's me. Stop rambling. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go over my 2025 goals. I've been thinking a lot about my goals as well, and how to make them, I guess, more achievable, because I've set myself some pretty lofty goals over the last year or two, and I've not always managed to achieve them. And I feel like if I set myself more of an achievable, time-scaled type goals, then I might perform a bit better. So here we go. First up in the year of 2025, I want to run a marathon. I want to run a marathon in 3 hours and 10 minutes, which is pretty wild. That's 42 kilometers running at a 4:30 pace. If I don't do it in February, when I plan to run it, then I'll 100% give it another go and give it another whirl later in the year, and I'm sure I'll get it. So there you go. That's the first big goal. Want to run 3:10 marathon. Then I'll probably go into more of a speed running. Well, I really want to run a sub 19 5k, so sub 19 minute 5k. Go for a 5k PR. That would take a minute off of my PR from like earlier this year. That would be good. Then I want to go back into a 10k, chasing that sub 40, which I definitely back myself to do if I can run a sub 19 5k. Again, more achievable things I feel like this year. Then I might push myself to go into a half marathon prep and try for sub 1:30 half marathon, which would be, again, very rapid. That's like 4:15 per kilometre for 21k. Again, if I could do all of this would be... It sounds unreal now, but we'll see where we can work towards. That's the running side of it. With the gym, I am going to bulk. I'm going to bulk, and I'm going to put on a kilo every month. So at the moment, I'm 81 kilos. I want to get up to 93. And hopefully that will really help me out in the gym and help out my lifts, because I really want to get back the strength that I had. And by the end of the year, I've set myself a goal of hitting a 600 total, 600 kilo total at 93 kilos. Again, who knows what I'll look like, what I'll feel like if I can hit all of these goals in 1 year. It's going to be a rowdy year for performance if I can do that. But yeah, it's really important to, I don't know, for me it's really important to set these goals to keep myself motivated, keep myself hungry, I guess, to try and, improve myself in loads of different ways. But those are pretty much my main goals: running, lifting, eating, bulking, as you can say. But there you go. That is pretty much me for 2025. See if I can take them down, and if I can't do all of them, then at least hopefully some of them. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. So see you in 2025 in my next video. Ta-ta.